What if you bet everything on a crazy idea? This is the story of the risk that created a trillion-dollar empire. He left a Wall Street job for a cross-country drive. That decision made him the richest man on earth. This isn't a luck story. It's a lesson in building wealth that lasts for decades. He didn't just survive losing billions, he used the crash to build his master plan. The man is Jeff Bezos. Snapshot of Jeff Bezos's wealth. Estimated net worth, as of 2024, approximately $200 billion, fluctuating with Amazon stock price. Primary source, ownership of Amazon stock. Other major assets include Blue Origin, private aerospace company, the Washington Post, and a massive and diverse cash and asset portfolio managed through his holding company, Bezos Expeditions. The detailed wealth journey of Jeff Bezos. Phase 1. The Garage Startup, 1994 to 1999. The What If Bet. The Leap, 1994, Bezos left a lucrative vice president job at the hedge fund D.E. Shaw in New York. He drove to Seattle with his wife, Mackenzie, writing the business plan for Cadabra, later renamed Amazon, along the way. The famous regret minimization framework guided his decision. He didn't want to regret not trying this internet thing at age 80. The Start, 1995. He started Amazon.com from his garage, initially selling only books. The focus was on massive selection and customer convenience, even before profitability. IPO and first billion, 1997. Amazon went public at $18 per share. In his first letter to shareholders, he famously laid out his long-term philosophy. It's all about the long term. He warned them they would prioritize market leadership over quarterly profits. By 1999, with the dot-com boom in full swing, his net worth surpassed $10 billion. Phase 2. The dot-com crash and the flywheel build, 2000 to 2009. Survival and foundation. The crash, 2000. The dot-com bubble burst. Amazon stock plummeted over 90%, and Bezos's net worth evaporated by billions. Many analysts wrote the company off for dead. Relentless focus and innovation. Instead of panicking, Bezos doubled down on his long-term strategy. He focused on improving logistics, expanding product categories, from books to electronics, then everything. And most importantly, he laid the groundwork for his future wealth engines. Amazon Web Services, AWS. Launched in 2006, this was a radical idea, renting out Amazon's excess computing power to other companies. It would become the profit engine of the entire company. Amazon Prime. Launched in 2005, it locked in customer loyalty and created a predictable revenue stream. Wealth recovery. By the end of the decade, Amazon had not only survived, but had proven its model. Bezos's net worth recovered and began a steady climb, reaching around $12 billion by 2009. Phase 3. The trillion-dollar ascent, 2010 to 2019. The power of AWS and market domination. The flywheel spins. AWS began to explode, becoming the dominant leader in the high-margin cloud computing industry. The profits from AWS funded further global expansion and insane levels of customer convenience. Stock rocket ship. As Amazon's revenue and, crucially, its profits driven by AWS soared, so did its stock price. Since Bezos owned a large percentage of the company, his net worth increased exponentially. In 2017, he briefly became the world's richest person. In 2018, he became the first person ever with a net worth exceeding $150 billion. Diversification of assets. During this period, he bought the Washington Post for $250 million in 2013, funded Blue Origin, his passion project for space exploration, with $1 billion in Amazon stock sales per year, and began liquidating small portions of his Amazon stock annually to fund other ventures and a lavish lifestyle. Phase 4. The Modern Era. Divorce, Philanthropy, and Stepping Down. 2020 to present. Wealth transfer and new chapters. The divorce, 2019. His divorce from Mackenzie Scott was one of the largest in history. He transferred 25% of his Amazon stake, then 4% of the company's total stock, to her, worth roughly $38 billion at the time. This event significantly reduced his personal wealth, but did not knock him off the top of the wealth rankings for long. The COVID boom, 2020. The pandemic made Amazon essential. Demand skyrocketed, and the stock surged, rapidly rebuilding his fortune and pushing it to new heights. Stepping down as CEO, 2021. Bezos transitioned to executive chairman, stepping away from day-to-day operations to focus on Blue Origin, his other projects, and philanthropy. The Giving Pledge and Philanthropy. He has been criticized for his relatively slow pace of giving compared to peers like Bill Gates. However, in recent years, he has made significant pledges, including a $10 billion commitment to the Bezos Earth Fund to combat climate change.